we are going to cover is pituitary gland. If you look at that chart, this chart, endocrine system, here is the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland here is labeled as hypophysis. This is another name for pituitary gland. Mainly, as you witnessed in that audiovisual representation from Adam, that mainly there are two parts, the anterior pituitary and the posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary being the glandular one, and posterior pituitary is nervous. That's why you can see here I have written down anterior pituitary or adenohypophysis, meaning is glandular, also called pars anterior or the anterior part. And the other part, posterior pituitary, which is formed of the axons of the neurosecretory cells that are located in hypothalamus. That's why the posterior pituitary is also called neurohypophysis or pars nervosa, meaning the nervous part. There is an intermediate avascular region called pars intermedia, and a signature feature, a signature mark is a cleft called intraglandular cleft that is located within the pituitary gland, separating anterior pituitary from the pars intermedia and posterior pituitary. As you will see when I will project a slide on the screen. Okay? Here you can see, look at that chart. The pituitary gland has a stalk. This stalk-like structure is called infundibulum. And infundibulum is connected to hypothalamus. This portion represents the hypothalamus of the brain, of the forebrain. So hypothalamus is a connection or integrating link between nervous and endocrine systems. And we will look at hypothalamus also in the lecture because that constitutes a very important part. Now, since anterior pituitary secretes the hormones that control the activities or controls other endocrine glands in the body, the anterior pituitary is regarded as master endocrine gland. Now, the secretion of pituitary hormones is controlled by the hypothalamus by two types of hormones called releasing and inhibiting hormones. So, the activities of anterior pituitary are controlled by hypothalamus. The anterior pituitary controls the activities of other glands like thyroid gland, like the testes and ovaries, like adrenal gland. That's why anterior pituitary is called master endocrine gland. But there is a master of master. Who is the master of master? The hypothalamus. I'm quoting. It's not written anywhere in the book. I just tell my students in order to appreciate their functions. Okay? But anyway, look here. Here is the brain. This is the brain. Here is the pituitary. Small structure that has been magnified here, showing two major portions, anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary, and this stalk-like structure, this stalk, this connects to the hypothalamus. Now, if I may draw, I will project that. Let me project that.